The Proud Boys are a far-right neo-fascist political organization that promotes and engages in political violence. And yesterday, during his first day on the job, the new president pardoned 11 of them for acts of violence that they committed against the federal government. Hey guys, I'm Will, your favorite rural campaign and elections expert. Let's talk about it. The Proud Boys have been labeled a terrorist group not only in Canada but in New Zealand as well. And in the United States of America, they've been labeled a far-right hate group. Now, lest you think the Proud Boys are all about hate, they're also steeped in an initiation process that, at a very minimum, we could call weird. It begins with the member taking a loyalty oath that they're a proud Western chauvinist. Then, for good measure, they stand in a room while they're beaten by their fellow members until they can quote some kind of Western trivia like the name of cereals, etc. And if you thought that was weird, we haven't even cracked the surface yet. They then agree to get a tattoo and, how shall we say it, only pleasure themselves once a month going forward. And then last but not least, like many gangs across the country, they say that they will get into a major fight to fight for the cause of white supremacy. Another interesting tidbit is that they recently updated their rules and regulations and made it illegal for their members to wear cargo shorts. They also told them that they couldn't partake of, why don't we call it, crystal chandeliers. However, at the same time, they said the use of Coca-Cola was okay. On a serious note, they also have a long history of violence against the LGBTQ community and anyone they consider to be a threat to the white nationalist movement. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about the attacks of January 6th. You're either a real American and you think it was wrong, like you probably did on the day it happened, or you buy into the conspiracy theories that help you feel better about the fact that you support somebody for president and his minions that he surrounds himself with that carried out illegal acts to try to overthrow the government. That rests with your conscience, not mine. But as a Christian, and a vocal Christian who has often spoken up against Christian nationalism and white Christian nationalism across the country, I do have a serious problem with their attacks on my Christian faith and the bastardization of that faith in general. You see, the Proud Boys have not only attacked people in the civil rights and LGBTQ communities, they also have a history of attacking Christians who don't believe in their white Christian nationalist movement. On December 12, 2020, they attacked the Ashbury United Methodist Church, the oldest historically black church in Washington, D.C. They flashed white supremacist hand signals, they tore down signage at the church, and in the end, many of them were arrested and they damaged 4 other churches in the area, and they were proud to claim credit for it. They weren't embarrassed. They didn't try to hide. They thought that attacking churches fit right into their modus operandi, and they raised their hands and said, yes, we did it. That same day, they also attacked and vandalized an African Methodist Episcopal church. And as an Episcopalian, this one struck close to home. We have strong beliefs in regard to our Christian religious faith and the fact that we are called as Christians to defend civil rights as well. Now, in the end, I just have one simple question. To any farmer or rancher or Republican out there that claims to be a Christian, that claims to have built your moral code, your own personal self-worth on what the Bible says about how we're supposed to treat our fellow man, how could you support the pardoning of people like this? People that have bastardized your faith, people that have attacked your religious institutions. Because God calls us as Christians to be Christians with one another. And when one is attacked, all are attacked. In the end, doesn't it come down to one really simple question, one simple decision on our part as believers? In the end, do you really believe the things that you profess to believe? Do you really believe what Christ said about the greatest commandment, to treat our neighbors and even our enemies as we would treat him? If you do believe that, shouldn't it be reflected in your political ideology as well? And is it right for you to stand by or even excuse the actions of yesterday, when the very group that has attacked your faith and bastardized it in the past has been given a pass for doing so by the president you helped elect? That's the simple question I ask you today, and only you can answer the question. This is the Back 40. I'm Will, and I hope you have a great day.